Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Vince and I post on this channel every single week talking about options trading, teaching you some of the options trading strategies that I use, showing you some of my trades. So if you guys are just getting into options, if you want to learn more about options, then make sure to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. So I am definitely a firm believer in adjusting your strategies depending on how the market is trading. Most traders will categorize themselves as either a scalp trader, who is someone that holds a position a little bit longer, maybe 2-3 days or even a week, with a smaller position size, chasing some larger percent gains. Or you can categorize yourself as a scalp trader or a day trader. I sort of put those in the same category. Someone that puts larger amount of money in a position, looking for smaller percent gains, and only holding a position maybe 10, 20, 30 minutes, or even maybe a day. Now, traditionally, I am definitely a swing trader. Those types of strategies are something that really fits into my style. I like putting in a small amount of risk and chasing those large percent gains, holding a stock and letting it work out. But as I watch the market every single day, I'm starting to see that there's some really large swings in the market. It'll go up in the morning, it'll take a really hard dip in the afternoon. Now, with that type of market movement, it's very difficult to be profitable as a swing trader. Your option premiums will decrease pretty quickly. If you're just trading stocks and you're not trading options, then swing trading during this type of market can be a little bit more manageable. But when you're trading options, the time is very, very important. The data eats away at that contract, and any type of really large dip will really hurt the premiums of the contracts. With the help of some of the members in my Discord chat who are very, very good scalp traders, I've started to try to adjust to that strategy. Over the past few weeks, I have seen the opportunity to try to learn some of these scalp type strategies, putting in a little bit more than I'm usually comfortable with, but only being in a position for a short amount of time before the market goes ahead and turns on you. So in today's video, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and break down the scalping trading strategy that I'm currently using and how I made a little bit over $1,000 last week scalping Tesla. If you're excited for this video, make sure to go ahead and smash that like button and make sure to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Alright guys, so like I said in the intro there, I'm starting to look into some scalping strategies. I'm traditionally a swing trader, and it's something that has been very profitable for me when the market has been a little bit more consistent to one direction. As you guys know, if you've been watching the market, it is pretty all over the place, pretty choppy. One day it's up, one day it's down, 1 hour it's up, and the next hour it's down quite a bit. Holding swing trades during this market chop can really hurt those profits, and because of that, I've had to adapt to the market. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into the charts. I'm gonna show you the 2 scalp trades that I took on Tesla this week. Now, before I get into this, I want to clear up, these positions are a little bit larger than my normal positions. Yes, I'm still having a good risk management with tight stops on these positions, only risking a certain amount of my portfolio. All right, guys, so I have Tesla pulled up here. I have the 1-minute chart. We're going to dive into this, and I'll show you exactly how I executed these trades. So right here's the 12th, which is Wednesday. And what we can see is that Tesla definitely had a pretty solid day. They announced their stock split, some really big momentum into this stock, and I was taking advantage of that move. So my first trade was here on Wednesday. I called it out in the Discord chat. I'll go ahead and pull it up here. The first one, Tesla Scalp 812. I bought a August 14th, so a very short expiration. Now the reason I bought a short expiration is because they're more volatile, and I know I'm only staying in this position for maybe 30 minutes to a day, so I can go ahead and take a little bit more of a risky contract, trying to get a little bit more of a return. So I took a short expiration contract. It was a 1550 call, so it was somewhat close to the money at the time. So at the time, the stock was at just around 1480, 1490, so a little bit out of the money, not too far. And I purchased it for $805, so $8.05 per contract. And I went ahead and I purchased one. So I said high risk. Obviously, these are higher risk trades. They're scalps, and you want to make sure to have proper risk management and proper stops in place. So I'll go ahead and pull up the exact confirmation of that so that you guys definitely believe me. It's right here. This is the confirmation on my account, $8.05, that same contract, and I went ahead and I sold it for $12.40. So a little bit over $400 gain on this, putting in about $800, so about a 50% gain on this contract. I got into this trade at 9:59 a.m. So I'll go ahead and point out why I got into this trade. So if we zoom in on this day, which was Wednesday, and I'll zoom into this 1-minute chart, and I'll bring it over just a little bit for us. What we can see, we had a morning dip, and we had a nice recovery right here, and we started to find some momentum. Now at 9:59, which is right around here, right here at this candle bar, there's one thing that's very clear, and the reason why I got into this, and this is something that I preach on this channel quite a bit, and it's the VWAP line. This is the VWAP line, the volume weighted average price, and stocks tend to really respect this line. They'll break through it. If they break through it, they'll try to go higher. If they fail it, they'll continue down lower. So what we can see, Tesla fell, it came back to the VWAP. You can see there's a ton of consolidation here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes of consolidation and a really nice clear breakthrough. Totally green engulfing candle here, straight up past the VWAP. And at that point, that was my confirmation to get into this trade. Now, in this particular trade, my stop was to have, if Tesla was to drop below the VWAP again, I would go ahead and get out of this trade. So that was my plan. For a break of the VWAP, a nice consolidation and support at that line, a break higher, and I went ahead and jumped into this at 9.59 right here. So if I go ahead and pull that trade back up here, you can see that I got in at 9.59 and I got out at 10.39. So just about 40 minutes in this trade, and I'll show you why I went ahead and got out of it. So 10.39, 10.40 just about is right here on this candle here. Now obviously I did not get the full meat of this move. If I would have sold up here, obviously that's the perfect exit, but I gave back a little bit of gains, and I was happy to take my $400 at this point and move on to the next trade. It looked like Tesla was starting to pull back, and with the volatility in Tesla, I wasn't confident that it would hold up. In hindsight, obviously it did hold up and went a hell of a lot higher, but I was happy with a small $400 gain, a quick trade, 40 minutes in the trade, and that's really the definition of scalp trading. You get in with a little bit larger size, with a shorter expiration contract, and you try to ride a little bit of the momentum. Now zooming back out on Tesla, this is the one we just looked at. This is Wednesday, and you can obviously see that it went really high that day. If I would have held that contract, this would be a totally different video. It probably would have made a ton of money, but that's okay. That's all hindsight. You can't look at that when you're trading. What I did instead was I went ahead and I took another trade and took the opportunity. So this is the next day. This is Thursday. You can see we had a nice gap up in the pre-market, which is a really nice bullish sign for Tesla. Now I was watching this in the morning and I was looking at this morning dip. Now we can see the morning dip occurred right here, and we found support right around the highs of yesterday. So I like to call this like a supply zone. So this is a nice supply zone right here. There's a lot of previous resistance turns into support, and that's exactly what happened. It fell, found support at the previous highs, and we started to retrace. Now what I was doing is I was watching this retracement to see when I could get into this stock. So we pull this up. What we can see, this is the VWAP line once again. We broke out of the VWAP. We retested it. What I like to see is a break and a retest, some consolidation at that point, which we just talked about in the previous trade, and a break higher for an entry and to ride some of that upward momentum. So if I pull up the trade that I took this day, now this is obviously a much larger trade. You can see I put $5,275 in this trade. So a big trade, still manageable percent of my portfolio. But just to clear it up, guys, these are bigger trades. They're scalps. And just, I'm trying to get a smaller percent gain here, but trying to get a similar dollar amount gain. So pulling up the Discord here, I'll show you when I went ahead and called this out to the Discord. Obviously, there's a lot of trades I took that I call out all in the Discord chat. If you guys want to join this, I usually trade just about 3 or 4 times a day, 3 or 4 trades, and they're all called out in here. It's going to be the first link in the description below. So I'll show you where I called this one right here. In Tesla with size, risking 20% of my size. Time to be a little risky. I was risking yesterday's profits on Tesla basically. So I'm already up on Tesla, and all I'm doing is risking what I just made the day prior. So all in all, if I do lose and I hit my stop loss on this position, I'm flat over the last 2 days, which is something I'm willing to risk to try to make some more money on this trade. So I got in at 10:22 a.m. So if we map that out, 10:22 is right here at this candle bar. So right around here. So what I saw here was I saw a break of the VWAP, a retest, a nice and green engulfing candles here, and then some consolidation. And I was in this to try to ride some more momentum. My stop was right below this VWAP line. If we instead of continuing higher, if we went ahead, went back to this line, broke through it, and went lower, I was getting out of this trade. That would show some more weakness. So we went ahead, we found consolidation, and we broke higher here, and I was starting to scale out of this trade. So pulling it back up, you can see that I got out of this trade at 10:35 a.m. So I was only in this trade for 13 minutes and I made $1,000 on this trade. So 52.75 to 62.55. So a little bit less, so $980 on this trade. And I was in it for a total of 13 minutes. So 10:35, I'll show you why I went ahead and got out of this. 10:35 is right here. And I actually got out of this at a really good point. So we were riding this momentum, some really consistent green candles. We had one red pullback, and I thought that, Tesla was going to try to find some resistance up here. 1640 has been a pretty heavy resistance level on Tesla in the past, and I was happy to take my profits here, up $980. Went ahead and I took it, got out of the trade with a nice profit. So I got out there, and you can see the rest of the day, Tesla started to trade sideways over here. Had a little bit of a retest again around 1640 and ultimately failed lower here. So that was a nice trade, quick 13-minute trade for a nice $980 profit. So looking at those two trades that I had on Tesla, those two scalps, you can see that I used a very similar strategy. I was using the VWAP line. I was waiting for Tesla to break through it, retest it, and find support with some consolidation and a nice break higher past the previous level. If you guys watch this line, if you put it on your charts and you stay consistent with it, I promise that you will find these similar setups. These large cap stocks really tend to respect the VWAP. Obviously, there are times that it just breaks right through it. If there's some news in the market, if there's something that comes out about the Fed, those things will just crush these technical levels. But if you put the VWAP on, if it's a consistent day with no, crazy news that goes on, I promise you will see some type of consistency. This is a strategy that I've been using for quite a bit, and I have found profitability from it. I hope that this video explains the VWAP strategy a little bit better. I hope you guys use those examples as some guidance. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to go ahead and smash the like button. If you have any questions about the VWAP, any questions about adding it to TD, make sure to leave them in the comment below, or join my Discord, the first link in the description below. We have 1,200 traders in there talking on a daily basis about option strategies, trades that they're taking. Overall, a great community to be in. So guys, I hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and I hope to see you in the next video. Peace.